Good day, viewers and listeners, and welcome to the Progress Report. In this week's episode, we will hear from Dr. Martin Partab, Director of the Local Content Secretariat. Launched in 2022, the Secretariat ensures that Guyanese-owned companies benefit from the procurement of goods and services in the petroleum sector. Dr. Partab has a fairly busy schedule, and only after repeated requests did we finally manage to get an interview with him.
We have met with Halliburton, Saipem, Baker Hughes, Schlumberger, etc. We're meeting with these tier 1 companies, and they are providing us commitment that they are willing to onboard several students in their final year of their diploma at these technical institutes, and it will be paid internship. Last year we have introduced a program. It was more of a pilot program where we have managed to onboard, I think it was somewhere around 20 to 22 students. And they have worked with those companies because we wanted to test how we would actually operate. And those companies actually work with several of those students. In fact, some of them actually stay on the job, stay and actually start working there. This year our target is to have or offered 100 paid internship program to the various technical institutes. And when they're finished with that program, they will give them an opportunity to stay on the job. First preference will be given to them.
Sustainable Environmental Solutions is an oil field waste management company. It's majority Guyanese-owned company, and we are currently 100% Guyanese our employees, so we do have a local workforce. This company was basically developed to promote the entire local content in Guyana. So as a chemist, I would have graduated from the University of Guyana, freshly out of college. I do have prior working experience. However, SES has given me this opportunity to expand my knowledge a bit more. So I'm currently owning my research abilities because I work in the laboratory at SES. So we're promoting girls in STEM at SES. We're encouraging locals to apply. We have various job opportunities for Guyanese. We encourage Guyanese to come on board at all times. So SES, we're here for local content at all times.
The local content law has given us a space to open businesses within the oil and gas sector. That is why we took the opportunity to launch here at the Energy Expo. We'll also be providing employment to locals here in Guyana. We need someone who needs to know a familiar road or a familiar area, or local people are going to be able to do that.
The local content legislation empowers the Secretariat to ensure that Guyanese companies benefit from the oil and gas sector, including the non-oil sectors.
Its impact transcends across the different sectors. And rightfully so, those sectors that we identify, we look at those sectors, transportation, accommodation. In most cases, they are not restricted only to oil and gas. They're applicable to the oil and gas economy. So the local content law facilitated growth of those sectors, allowing them to service the oil and gas industry and the non-oil industry as well. And this year what we were pushing for is that we because of the demand for food in the industry, we have food supply, which is I think 90%. And we have seen, based on the number, the tens of millions of dollars in food that particular sector attract. We want to redirect some of those demand outside of Georgetown, focusing on farmers. Companies with a local content certificate is given added preference to get into the supply chain of the oil and gas industry. We work closely with companies operating because we feel also that it is our job to ensure that they comply. So the guiding philosophy of the Secretariat is we want you to comply. So how do we do that is to create and have the necessary conditions, etc. in place that would help companies to comply. And once they comply, well then we win. It's a win-win situation where they comply and where our people, our local suppliers get businesses, they get an opportunity to offer these services to the oil and gas industry.
Based on the data so far, it appears that Dr. Partab's Secretariat is hitting its target. Guyana remains an investment destination. Its economic growth is fueled by policies that encourage entrepreneurs, investors, and the private sector to participate in the country's value chain. The government of Guyana is encouraging investors to explore the many opportunities that currently exist in the country. Until next time, I am Vivekanand Rajkumar.